show coming from the RAC store. With this back in the Mac in the back flow. Let's go, chillin' with raccoons by the back door. Take calls so you can stake more. All I wanna do is making dough, right? But I found this crew and doing alright. We wreck will bitch, ready to fight. So many raccoons ready for the boss life. I might fly high like a kite, right? But always ready for a shite for the right price. Raccoon supply has the right price. Giving you respect if it's likewise. So I'm buying all the mean guys with the clean heart. Read between lies, laser beam through lean eyes. Warrior with clean lies, trash mouth, mean smile, be wise. NFT wise, fuck with these guys. It's the RAC lab from the back lab. 100 NFTs in my backpack. Crazy RAC lab from the stash app. RAC will take a lead in this haystack. It's the RAC lab from the back lab. 100 NFTs in my backpack.
Alright fellas, there we go. Got a DM from my proper account. Right, let's bring in some people. Let's say good morning to Joe. If he's around, there you go, Rarma. Request sent. We're blessed, aren't we? We're fucking blessed with Rarma up at this time of night. For us plebs. How you doing, my friend? You okay?
Good afternoon. Good
I'm
morning.
impressed.
Good evening. How the bloody hell are we?
I'm impressed, but also not surprised that you've stayed up for this. So Jacob's having concerns about Prop 94, yeah? Or was having them, right? He wants to support it. He said he's a yes at the minute, didn't he? But he's...
Oh, let's see. Let's see how the tables be turning.
Shane's a judge, isn't he, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's going to come up, isn't it?
Oh, has to. Has to.
Hey, dude, I know I heard what you were saying earlier and stuff like that, like about the grants program. I just think there's going to be a huge amount of pushback on this, like, I don't know, from the community, I think, no?
I think so.
It doesn't matter. What matters is what the validators think, isn't it?
Yeah, ultimately, right? That's where all the tokens are.
Yeah.
The active voting tokens. I mean, like a bunch of community doesn't really vote. But you know, I'm reserving my judgment or criticisms until after I hear from them, because I think that's the right approach in this instance. I did the same thing with Reverie and Osmo, I believe. Wait till I heard from them a bit more. Same thing here. Like, I think I just want to understand their experience and what they're going to bring. As I said, I think 100,000 atoms is too much per grant for the initial treasury size. They've got to prove themselves first before they can start divvying out $1 million for sure.
Okay, fair play. Here's AmanDAO. Dude, what were you laughing at me? Commenting on the miladies. What were you laughing at me for? Dude, did you hear that? That's weird, that, like, that's fucking proper disgusting, creepy, like, getting people to take, like, hormone therapy tablets and that. Threatening them with, like, blackmail and that.
I got no idea. I got no idea what goes on. I just have a laugh because Don's over there talking shit. So anytime anyone brings it up, I just feel obligated to have a laugh and just reply with "Milady."
Okay.
I don't actually know or see what any of them do.
Pretty desperate. It's pretty desperate over there, to be honest with you. Like some of the messages, like, so people, it's like a Me Too moment, you know. This is like the second one. They've already been through one cancellation. They're laughing about this though, because they're saying, like, you can't cancel them, you know. It's impossible. Because they did get cancelled before for fucking shit, for grooming and shit like that, right? But this guy, dude, been telling people to fucking cut themselves. He's been telling the boys to turn themselves into little femboys and that. Just ridiculous, like, awful, creepy, freaky little. Ugh.
There's a reason why I'm not involved in it. You know, whatever, weird shit. Dude, I'm looking at Hubble. Just a slight change of topic, something a little bit more not talking about weirdos because it's boring in my opinion. Like, weirdos going to be weirdos. You can't really stop them, unfortunately. I'm looking at Hubble, the sales page. Dude, these devils are now like 250 floor.
I said to you the other day, didn't I?
They're
Said to you the other day, man.
they're going mental. Androids are almost 2x the floor already. They only just moved it out like 15 minutes ago.
They were at 88% the last time I looked. Hey, look who's here, HR.
Nah.
HR, man. Good morning, guys.
What do you want, pleb?
Not much, man. Just waking up. I'm searching for someone to make coffee. Are you up to it?
Nah, sorry, mate. You're the one that serves after me. Get back to work.
Now I'm single. I have to order it and just pretend that I made it myself.
Who's down bad here?
Down horrendous.
Oh, Jesus. Mole, tell me, mate. I think this is like this is a Stars exclusive. I heard you might have some news for us tonight to announce.
Yeah, man.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, man. We've been looking to, back in the days we were supposed to work with Nixon, and then the day's coming, man. We've been in discussion with him, and our artist, like our friend artist, that he's been working on some sketches, and I think he's close to finishing up some stuff. So I think it would be a mix of both of them.
Wait, Robo, did you hear that? Did you hear? I heard it. There's a little whisper in my ear. It was like, whitelist for RAC holders. Did you hear that?
I heard something. I heard a little whisper.
Whitelist for squids.
Oh my God, what's you like, boss? Hey, it feels like it's been ages, Mo, since we spoke to you. It's not even that long ago. I think it was the first show, was it? Or did you come on in since then?
I don't know, man. I don't remember, to be honest. Sorry, I'm a bit like laggy.
No, you're busy.
I just woke up.
You're busy. I'd rather you in the lab, mate. We all, when we don't see you on spaces, we're happy, because we know you're working, yeah. Like you said, you've seen projects just sit all day non-stop, just talking on spaces, and you're like, how do they fucking get any work done,
Yeah, and then I feel like it's pretty rough nowadays. Like, we're trying to find something that everyone will enjoy and stuff like that. I don't know, man. It's yeah, for sure. Like, the end of 2022 has been harder than the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I meant to tell you, I was having a bit of trouble on the Cosmos Station Android 10 tablet. I meant to chuck it in the DM with the wallet, with the Connect. It was just given like the same option all the time, where it just like constantly like gives you the QR code and nothing else. Like, before it was like almost like an automatic connection, wasn't it?
Yeah. When did you try it? Because I know Zap. Yeah, I know Zap worked on it, because what we did is we changed like the wallet manager, wallet connector, and now since we're handling like a Leap wallet and also Christmas Station on a PC and not only on mobile, it changed a bit of the things, and like I think everything should be fixed now, because I know Zap worked on it yesterday. But if it's not working, let us know. Yeah.
Right, give us a minute, boss. Okay, give us a minute.
Is he going to play the intro?
No, Rarma. No, we're into it, aren't we? We're going to get ready. Have you got any spice for us? You're here for a reason, Mr. Spice Man. 2 minutes,
okay.
I'll be back.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So, breaking news. Hang on. Breaking news. I've just pinned it into the nest. Cosmic Validator, Cosmos ecosystem news is live. Upcoming Cosmos Hub V8 Rio and V9 Lambda upgrades. Data V2 launch. Window DEX imminent launch. Juno, Osmosis, Evmos, and Persistence focus sections, and more in-depth news. Enjoy, cosmonauts. YouTube link. There's one of 4, I believe, videos come from Cosmic Validator from their Atom funding. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, join, retweet, share it around. Make sure we spread the news. Get our money's worth. Outside of that, what do I have? Just minting NFTs like a degen.
You're a fucking troll, aren't you? That's what you are. You're a fucking troll, man, honestly. Racøøn, he's just trolling, isn't he? Make sure we get our money's worth. Oh my god. Where's Little Squid? Where's Little Squid in them? Where's the crew? Where's the fan base?
Hang on, let me just see if I can I might be able to call him in.
I know that.
Squid.
Bro, what the fuck was that?
It's their mad like mating call shit thing that they've got going on.
Hey, little angel, how you doing?
Oh, hey, Rarma. So
I like your PFP.
thank you. Some amazing gentleman gave it to me. Some gentleman not named Little Squid. Guys, I love the Cosmic
Oh my God.
news. I love how they have 7 likes. I also would love to be in on the next interview for a hot cold turkey. Rama, can we look into that? Or was it hot cold showers? What is it?
Sorry, hot cold. Yeah, it's I think they've rebranded to just cold showers now because I think they're from Europe, and the gas is really expensive over there, so it's just cold showers now.
Your man's from Turkey, isn't he? Your man's from Turkey, the one who spoke the other day.
Well, we know a few things from the team, right? They've gone to university and they live in Turkey. That's about all you need to know, really.
And your woman's called Sarah.
Okay, I mean, really, what more do you need from a project?
Didn't she? She didn't even give us her name the last time, did she? Fucking hell, that's really damn horrendous, isn't it?
I mean, it's probably par for the course for them.
Come on, Squid, what you doing down there? We know you're ghost listening. Come on, Pleb.
I might need to try
I gave
again.
him a thumbs down last night.
Yeah.
He's probably still mad.
Hi, you've reached the Squid hotline. If you're concerned about a squid, please say your name after the beep. Boop. Hello!
Do you know I'm fucking recording this? Fucking Pleb. Hey, he has been ghosting RAC FM, like, hasn't he?
I think at this point, like, you can't even call it ghosting. You've got to just call it straight up dogging it. Like, just there's no two squids about it.
We're giving him the attention he actually wants. We should just ignore him.
He said he was dropping the kid off ages ago. Oh, Mr. Berserker's dropped in. Oh, he might have some questions for stars.
We've got Rec Gang in here and we don't even have a little squid. My God.
Gem, how you guys doing? Long time? Feels like it's been a long time since we chatted. Maybe it's been like 3 days, but...
Did you just say Gem?
Yep.
Jim.
You guys are down bad, aren't you?
Hey, we did not buy any of those Cosmos meme coins, but we did buy the Luna one, so yes.
So you're only down 200% more than we are. Okay, not too bad.
This airdrop that we got, Luna's going back to $100. We're all making it back. Don't worry. It's all under control.
Believe in the what do you believe in?
Do Kwon
Sigma
back.
Sigma Corp by the sounds of it.
UST 2.0 is coming back. Anchor 2.0.
Do you guys have you heard of Stockholm syndrome?
You know what? I do hope that they deliver something useful eventually. I'm not, super invested in Luna. I got the airdrop and that's it, right? I even sold some of it, but a huge portion is vested, and I'm keeping it vested, whatever, and staked. Maybe something has some really good builders, so you never know.
Fine, I'm buying some Luna. Fine.
That's funny.
I see we've got the squid up here.
Hi, joined us at that.
Good morning.
Hello, bro.
People, lovely Rex and lovely
GM.
wrecked wolves.
And AmanDAO.
And Amanda.
Little
Yep.
angel.
Gainsey bringing the love. Gainsey bringing the love, right?
I have to. You know what? Bruce changed my I don't know, he changed the way I think this morning. He changed the way I think. Because I don't know if you've seen the stupid freaking wax all over my living room that my cat spilled all over the place.
Yeah.
And I was just troubled. I was freaking in a pissed off mood because I had to clean that up. And Bruce was like, dude, just be grateful that, you have a mess to clean up, that you have a house, that you have a cat and a dog that loves you. Be thankful that you have those kind of things, because there's some people that don't have a house. So starting my morning right by cleaning up this mess, being grateful for the things I do have. And yes, it is a god-awful mess, but you got to look at things on the bright side sometimes.
And a cold shower.
And a cold shower.
I tell you what, my dogs come first and foremost to me, like above everything and anything. Like literally, if it was like live in a house, or like live in a house without your dogs, or live on the streets, like with your dogs, I would live on the streets. Simple fact of life.
You've always been a dog person, right, Robo? Over a cat person, obviously.
Well, I've had a couple of cats, but both the fuckers ran away, and it's pretty hard to get attached to an animal that you've got 100% success rate of running away. Like it's like, oh, this is not going to go, but the third time's not going to go well either, is it? So I actually like them. I think they're ingenious little creatures. They're just, man, you must have to get the balls chopped or something, and keep them in the house or something like that. Because once our kid, man, he's gone. Boom.
The thing with cats is, right, they're absolute vermin and cretins, because you're their slaves. Like your entire purpose in living is to run around after them, clean up their kitty litter, feed them, pat them, groom them. They're not interested in you. Like, they just want your services that you provide. Whereas dogs, you're literally like, you're on par. You're part of the family, part of the pack.
I really wish my cat would run away. I beg, bro. I beg that my cat runs away. I swear, dude. I let him outside, dude. I've been letting him outside. Like, please.
Leaving the door open.
Man, you gotta drop him somewhere like 2 kilometers away and just see if he comes back.
You're just like dropping your cat off in the middle of Michigan when it's like 4 degrees.
I mean, I would never do that, because my wife would be like, hey, have you not seen Frost in a long time? Be like, no, I did. I just saw him this morning. But like in reality, he's been gone for like a week. And the next thing you know, the dude shows up, dude. Like he's smart. He is so smart. He will show up. So no way, man. And he's got a chip. To make things worse, he's got one of those chips tracked by fucking Elon Musk satellites. So there's no way to get rid of the dude.
He's getting tracked. No way to get rid of the dude. Oh my god, that's a classic. That's an all-timer, that one. I wonder if Berserker's a dog or cat person. I'm reckoning he's a cat person, maybe.
I probably reckon a cow person.
What do you fucking mean, a cow person? He's got a pet cow in his fucking garden or something.
He's a wreck bull, so yeah, probably has like 100 of them.
AmanDAO, what's AmanDAO got? Has she got cats? I hope not.
Oh, I know. I don't. I have nothing right now. I did tell my husband last night. I was like, I would love a dog, like a little mini doodle that wouldn't make a mess, that would just cuddle. But no, I'm allergic to cats, like highly allergic. Dog person all the way.
Gaines, man, he's having some right issues with his pets, isn't he? Yeah, he was proper foaming with his dog, not listening to him and that the other week, wasn't he? He's having no look like.
He dog shit his crate all over the place, bro. It was terrible. We've changed his diet. We've changed his diet.
You put your dog in a crate?
Yeah.
Were you transporting it? Why?
No. Not a crate, a kennel. My bad.
Oh. Your dog shitting its home? That's fucked up. Oh, I just dropped the big F-bomb.
It was terrible, dude. Terrible. To make things worse, I was already having a bad day at work. Come home, open the basement. There he is, just standing up and not moving an inch. And I immediately, when I freaking opened the door, I could smell it. And the cat also stays in that same room. And he was just like ready to get the fuck out of there. He was like, get me out of here, man. Freaking dashed out of that door so quick. He's like, I'm out of here. Fuck this. You know what I had to do, Robo? I had to lay a blanket down on the floor because I do have carpet downstairs. I had to lay a blanket down on the floor, and I had to tell the dog, like, go on the blanket, lay down, and I had to like basically carry him in the blanket all the way upstairs outside the house so I could hose him down. And then I had to wake up my wife to help me carry the big cage, the kennel upstairs because it was full of shit.
Oh, bro, we had this mad little incident with fucking Stella, man, when she was young. And it happened like about 4 times until we kind of like got her out of it and that, you know. There's loads of like wild cats in the neighborhood, and she'll always be on the hunt. She's had like 3 of them or something, right? But when she was a puppy, and I don't know fucking why, right? If there was saying like when I let her off the lead to run, and because it's a cul-de-sac, yeah, so you can only like go in and out one way. Dude, she fucking rolled in the cat shit. And at first, I didn't even notice. You know, like the first time it happened, I didn't notice, bro. And then, like, as I got closer and I went to put like the lead back on, I'm like, "What the fuck is this, dude?" She'd rolled in this shit. I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" The missus gets a hose pipe on the go and everything, right? When we got back, right, it's fucking stinking, dude. And then Mitchell did it again, and then we were like, "What the fuck's going on now?" We were well upset. Not normal behaviour, that like. And it stopped after a few times, so.
I actually changed my dog's diet recently, Robo. We're starting to feed him rice with chicken breasts, just to, I don't know, hopefully just straighten his stomach.
Yeah, dude, there's nothing wrong with a bit of rice, dude. Bit of rice, bit of chicken. Nothing wrong at all, mate.
We have a hybrid Bengal cat and a sausage dog. It's just a fat, tiny dog. But our Bengal cat is a freaking hunter. Every day it goes out in the morning and catches something to eat, and it brings it back to us as if it's like a prize. And
is it enough for everyone to eat? Does it share?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like half of its diet is live food and the other half is cat food. And we have to perpetually give it deworm. We have to perpetually deworm our cat and give it meds because we live out in the rural area. So there's just a lot of like parasites out here in Colorado. And so, yeah, we're perpetually giving it deworming medicine. We did cut its balls off, but it definitely has this hunting habit that is just, I can't I can't fathom how much dead things that it eats. Or how much it kills, actually. It's just gnarly.
Dude, I had a Bengal cat too. Oh man, that dude was super cool looking. Very, very friendly. Way nicer than Frosty. Frosty's a fucking asshole. But Blaze was his name. Blaze was such a cool freaking cat, but he passed away. He got this blood clot, and yeah, it was really sad.
Yeah, our Bengal cat is incredibly loyal. Just absolutely loves our family. Our 4-year-old can play around with it, and it won't really brutally hurt it. It'll paw it, but it won't. We've never declawed any of our cats, just because out in the country, I would like my cat to defend itself. And our cat scraps with other cats out in the country, and it just comes home all messed up. Like, its face is all messed up sometimes, and I feel like I've spent a fair amount of money with medical bills on our cat as opposed to our dog.
The cat going out picking fights. Come on.
Oh yeah, there's a cat that has full-on balls, like we know it, and that cat just messes up our cat. We called our cat Bruce Ree the kitty, and Bruce gets his ass kicked, but he doesn't step down.
Dude, that Bengal cat though, BubbleButt, he would climb everywhere in the house. We have a kitchen with like some pretty tall cabinets, right? And I don't know how the hell he climbed all the way up there, but he would. He'd love to climb.
Yeah, I noticed that our Bengal cat is incredibly agile, just incredibly quick. Like it caught a bird in midair, like a bird swooped down, and I saw it live, and I was just flabbergasted.
My dog's caught pigeons midair, you know. Not really like a dog though, like kind of fucking, bit more like a fucking fox. This one, midair though, dude. Oh, and they just play with them as well. It's disgusting, man.
They don't actually eat them, Robo. They just play around with them.
No, mate, it depends. Actually, they eat some. They didn't eat them all, though. So they'll eat a cat. Fucking, they're disgusting, man. Dogs, aren't they? Fucking Winston's running around the garden with that baby bird in his mouth the other day, man. Oh, could have been puking. Fucking disgusting, dude. You saw the photo, no? Hey, those motherfucking cats, I'll tell you what, they've got something to answer for in Australia. They've absolutely fucking destroyed, like, swathes of wildlife and that. Especially, koalas. Fucking cats are the koalas' like worst enemy, aren't they, Rarma? Those fucking cats you've got over there, mate, they're right trained killers.
Yeah, but those cats aren't just like, oh, hey, look, it's a little pussy cat. It's, like it's just a step down from a lion.
No, some of those Australian cats are right on steroids and that. Some of those farm cats I've seen, fucking Jesus. I wouldn't want to slap off one.
Dude, I can't believe Mole's in here right now.
I know. We need to get him talking, don't we? Well, you know why he's joined?
Mole,
You know why he's joined?
Mole, put the coffee
I have
down.
no idea.
Put the coffee down.
It's spurring right now. Just stepped out
That's
of
why
bed
he's
and
not
now.
talking yet. He hasn't drank any yet. See, I like look at your pleb red profile. Look at it. Absolutely.
Oh, here we go.
Dog
There's
shit.
the blue kangaroo.
Look at it.
There's the blue kangaroo. Yeah.
Then you look at me.
Oh.
This fucking baller kangaroo. Look at him. He's ready to just.
What's
You're ready to fight, man. I just got bands on my hand and I would fight this kangaroo, man. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, come on. Let's go.
Yes.
Bangkok 2024.
Yeah, man. And you know when you wake up in the morning and you just don't want to go out of bed? That's what's happening this morning. It's so hard, man. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, dude, my life was in the absolute dumpster this morning getting up for work. Oh, my God, dude. I wanted to end my life. Literally, and I was just rolling out to put the laptop on, and sit down at the desk all day. And I literally the thought of like 8:30 until like 5. I was just like, will somebody kill me now, please?
Yeah,
I had like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Dude, I had like 4 hours sleep or something. Oh,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Did you ever watch the movie Limitless? For sure. Like, I would need this spill like today.
Bro, you give me one of them, my productivity will go through the fucking roof, I tell you. Well, I think I'm getting too old, you know. Starting to become an old man now, you know. Heading towards 50, dude.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw you a
another
party.
couple of weeks.
Another couple of weeks. I'll tell you what, I'll take a couple of weeks off your face when I slap your son. See, and that's recorded as well. Oh, Finn's going to have to delete that. Finn's going to have to delete that, isn't he? What you doing there? What you doing having private chats with 𝕊ecret and you anyway?
Just planning. Got some things in the work, you know.
What, his NFT collection? Has he been showing you those pictures with the big lips and that again?
That's one of many things, yep.
Holy fuck, if he launches a Don NFT collection, oh my god.
You
imagine
know,
this.
you
funny,
know I'm
man.
minting like maximum on like 10 wallets if he does that. You know it. Like,
What, to burn them?
no, to like make a lot of money.
Mint and burn. Not burn and mint. Mint burn, I don't know. Well, we'll ask the resident NFT expert, 𝕊ecret. 𝕊ecret, if you are there, if you can speak. I know you might be a bit busy, getting ready, whatever. Would you buy Don NFTs? The Don? Do you think they will be as successful as Trump?
You have any details on the collection? Is he gonna call him the Don? Is that like the angle? He's gonna brand him himself? Or
I think the plan was just so you know how you've got like Adora, Space Skellies, Little Angels, what else we got? Androids. I think he was just gonna call it just Don, capital DON.
So it's his brand. That's
It's
like the
literally
angle.
just his face with different attributes.
How much are these costing? I'd pay 50 stars.
I think the mint was going to be like starting at 690.
No.
And a collection of 69,420.
Definitely not. Yeah, like I mean, I don't know. If it has enough meme value, I don't think it does. I feel like it might be a little forced. I really don't think he has enough fans to mint this out. But again, it really depends on the supply. If it's like 69 pieces, he might have 69 followers. If it's
10% royalty.
Yeah, it depends a lot on the tokenomics and the price, and I guess the eventual utility. Not sure about it. I would, how much his name carries as a brand, I'm really unsure about that. Like, he's not a celebrity per se, so it's a tricky one.
Joe front ran him, didn't he? Joe
did,
but it wasn't even Joe; it was the people behind Joe.
Yeah, like you guys ruined it for Don and Joe. Actually, now if Joe wants to launch a collection, I mean, it's too late. He already has two. And if Don wants to launch a collection, well, it's gonna be like, oh, you're just copying Joe and calling it Don, and
what a better way? What a better way to take out any potential community-driven competition by front-running them in a positive way, so RAC FM comes to light as the premier ecosystem, community-driven news.
Hey, I have a question on those secret NFTs again. I was on Stash yesterday. I track the metrics every day, and now you guys have ETH. Like NFTs are listed in ETH.
Yeah, Solana Polygon as well.
That is
Solana and Polygon as well, yeah.
And then I see like just out of nowhere, all of a sudden, there's a new Rekt collection coming to Stash App. What's the story there? As soon as you saw like ETH coming, just mint another 10,000.
Someone used their name.
Someone from our team reached out about those secret grants, right? Because you guys have like a grant program. But there was no money there, so we're like, nah, we're not gonna mint on Secret if they ain't paying us. So, sorry about that.
The only way you can get grant money these days as well is by being fully doxed, right?
We have a grant from Polygon Studios, and I'm fully doxed to them. And I guess, if ever you've been like on a meeting with me, I put on the camera and so on. So it's not like a big thing, but there's no money. So what's the point? If y'all give us, we'll mint a collection on Secret. Rarma, put in a good word. Talk to Tor. Tell him, these rec guys, they're going to bring a lot of activity to Stash. Get us 50K,
you guys
maybe?
Are you going to write like the 30-step tutorial required to get S Secret?
Probably. We'll probably have to do that. That's funny because it is quite complicated.
I figured if you manage to like mint out a collection on Polygon, surely getting S Secret's a breeze, right?
Well, it wasn't a mint; it was an airdrop. So it,
okay, what makes it easier?
Minting out a free airdrop. Yes, we were very successful at that. But yeah, the Secret NFTs, I'm very curious. Like, they have a really good value proposition with the private metadata. And I love what the guys at Viral are doing, right? With the merch. I feel like that's super unique and useful in the real life to have this kind of anonymous purchasing process. For some reason, Secret isn't sexy. I don't understand it. Even like the name Secret, that sounds like kind of exciting to me. But I'm not seeing, like, I don't know sometimes there's network slowdowns. What do you think the issue is, Rarma, or anyone else? Like, why aren't these Secret NFTs not picking up more than other Cosmos chains, I guess?
I think you said it, man. It's just too complicated to get there and do something. Like when they released I don't remember which version of Shockwave they released. It was supposed to be like 100 or 400 faster, but like it wasn't. That's the thing. And then I don't know. I feel like sometimes there's always a bit of an asshole to actually make something happen. It's I don't know.
Yeah,
it's too hard sometimes just to mint something.
I know, and the weird thing is, they've got like so much fucking funding. They've got like a lot of people in the organization, right? It's quite like a weird one, isn't it? Those guys should have been shipping for days, man. They've been so slow with like DAO tooling and everything.
Yeah, I mean, Stash is pretty good, but I agree with Mole. I minted NFTs on Secret, those Kevin Smith ones. I don't know if you remember. I think it was a rug, but I don't mind supporting Kevin Smith. And yeah, it took me maybe not 26, but about like 12 steps. And the thing that really was most frustrating was the fact that it took me custom gas to pass the transaction. The transaction wouldn't go through. I had to go in custom settings and adjust the gas in order for it to go through because it was always failing. So like things like that, for the plebs is really puts in a lot of friction and people don't like it. So
dude, we broke Secret a couple of times now. Like when there's been big mints and stuff on Stash and that, though, Secret's always had like issues like that, performance issues from time to time. Yeah, this has been going for the last few years. I've known about it,
Man, I just remember when we released the thing to give like the journal to the Racøøn NFT holders. Like what you just said basically happened. Like there were some people that had like maybe 10 or 20 NFTs and they were not even able to claim because the gas was breaking the thing. There were too many people and we're not that much. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned this. This is a really big tangent, but Sandeep from Polygon was talking about how none of the blockchains right now can handle any volume whatsoever of transactions, right? Like I can't believe there was more than 1,000 people trying to claim these, and 1,000 is nothing, right? and it congests the network. So, you need like more scalability. It's not even close to the real world adoption is all I'm saying. But I love the concept. Like when it works, I feel Stash is beautiful. The private metadata I think is important. It's just the infrastructure is lacking. I don't know why, right? Like I'm no dev, but it has to just work, and it doesn't sometimes.
Did I hear you guys have made a decision on your wrecked bulls on Juno, and with obviously like ARC protocol and stuff coming in? Are you guys intending moving your bulls, or at least getting them up?
We're not going like I don't want to say anything for sure, but we're probably going to go with Axelar. So right. Meaning we're not going with ARC protocol.
I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you though for like taking them off Juno though.
No, it's not like we want to get off Juno. It's just we want to enable the cross-chain capabilities. Some people will stay on Juno. Some people will move to, whichever network Axelar has, this general message passing implemented on. So you could see some bulls on Secret Network, for instance, or on Polygon or whatever, right? So that's kind of was our vision from the start, to have these NFTs cross-chain. It's not, but I do know like some people don't like Juno, so they want to move. Others don't care. It really depends. It's your choice, right? It's not like we're migrating the whole collection. It's a user choice to move it on another chain if he wishes to do so.
What made you guys decide to go with Axelar? What was the...
Because they ship, man. Like we know they can ship. I have nothing against the ARC guys and nothing against the Cosmos. But if you go with ARC, I know like it works. I don't know when it will be implemented. I don't know like all the bugs that can happen. Like there's a lot of questions here. And ultimately, this is a standard that implements cross-chain NFTs for the Cosmos only, compared to Axelar, where you will have the Cosmos and the EVM. So you have like more chains. A lot of our community is based on the EVM chains, so it just offers more flexibility.
Thank you very much, boss.
Makes sense. Oh, who's that? Is that Mr. Pleb? What are you doing with the blue PFP? Come on, dude.
That's true, eh?
He's got blue PFP. I can't believe it. The shame.
Rarma, I don't understand the kangaroo. Why do you have a kangaroo?
Why do you have a kangaroo?
you fucked in the head or something? You got a few brain cells missing, mate?
Down horrendous Rarma. Oh my god, I'd love to see it. Hey, we've got a guest coming up in 15 minutes. Mol, are you excited? Yeah.
Man, that's the thing. I have to leave in 15 minutes, but I'll be back after. I have a meeting for like 30 to 45 minutes. So.
Okay. Oh, I'm devastated. I thought you were going to be there to be helping out. Well, I thought you would actually have some questions. Actually.
Just tell Zap to move the meeting, man. It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was with him because I would have moved it, but I thought Shane was going to come at the beginning. So.
Right. He said 9, but I wanted to do the show like normal time, because if you're going to try and do like regular programming, you don't want it just on and off.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll join right after. I think the meeting is like 30 minutes, so it should be good.
Is there anything you want to know in particular, Mo? About like about stars or anything?
The actual thing I want to know is like, how does it work if one wants to release like smart contracts on Stargaze, and like if they want to implement some stuff? Because I think there's like maybe 4 or 5 actual projects that are building there, except Stargaze itself. And also wanted to ask some question about the fractionalized NFTs on Stargaze. That's mostly the 2 things I wanted to know.
Oh, well, we'll have to try and keep them talking until you can drop back in then, yeah?
Like, that'll be a challenge.
Well, there's a quite fair bit to talk about, isn't there? I mean, I don't know. I've heard mixed comments about this game of NFTs. Mol, have you got any opinion on this game of NFTs and the incentivized testnet that's not really a public incentivized testnet because there's no GUI, whatever?
I don't know, man. I'm not 100% sure about it. Like incentivized testnet. Like I don't remember who said that during the call, but it was like, if people wants to try it, like why do you have to incentivize it? Like back in the days, if you have a nice product or a nice D app or anything, people are just gonna try it anyway. So if you're just paying people to try it, I don't know, feels wrong.
Yeah,
I'm still unclear on the whole thing, like at all. Like I don't understand what they mean by incentivized testnet. If it's for devs, is it like the build out infrastructure and that's what it is, or confusing to me from A to Z?
Rarma, do you want to pop that tweet, the reply to Jacob? Do you want to pop that in the nest do for me?
Say absolutely less and then a little bit less.
I think though that is quite a good explanation, like from their side. Well, from ICF, it also shows the intent that the ICF are behind this, right? Again, it'll be
now in the NEST.
It'll probably be pally, a friend of a friend coming out to speak up for the project, I mean, let's get down to the basics, guys. The two guys from ARC, whatever it is that they're involved in, I know like one of them was a researcher or whatever, at Iris or something, like they're not even on the prop. So they're really not in the conversation, no? Do you know what I mean? Those guys, they were a stepping stone to where we're going next, right?
Correct.
So tonight we're actually getting someone who is on the prop, albeit as a judge. I did invite some people from the multi-sig, didn't get a reply yet, but we'll hope out that there might be. I'm sure someone said to me, it was your guy, Scotty from Arc Protocol. I think he DM'd me to say Shane was coming on, but with other people.
So Shane's coming?
He might. Yeah, well, that's why I sent you the co-host that you haven't accepted.
Oh,
he's
sorry.
He's coming in 10 minutes. But he's on the prop as a judge, isn't he? And it's the other guy, the bridge engineer from Stargaze, Michael. He's on the multi-sig, isn't he? Has anybody had any interaction with Michael from Stars?
No.
Okay. Rarma, the only reason I didn't send you one, buddy, is I didn't know how long you were going to be up for, but I take it you're not going anywhere in a hurry, then you're waiting for this, are you? Can I bring you up as a co-host as well, or not, Rarma?
Little Squid can take the second seat.
Oh.
I'll be around for a while, and then if I quietly hide away in the background at some point, that's because I've probably passed out.
That's all right. Just send. You know what it is, because it's going to be.
Me too, Robo. I'll be commenting, but doing 3 things at the same time. Sorry.
Yeah, fine, buddy. You're fine. So yeah, we think it's important to try to get someone who's on the inside to give some clarity about the testnet. We think that that's an overriding thing, isn't it? Yeah. Is that the big problem, the big barrier to entry for most people, do you think, right now?
Yeah, for me, it's just what is this? Could you put it in layman's terms, and who's going to get paid and why? So it's pretty simple question, right? Where is that money going to, for which reason? And that's it. I don't need more than that. It's just it really wasn't clear what incentivized testnet means. There will be incentives on testnet, but for what? So, and for whom? So, just simple questions, not looking to find worms or anything like that. I feel it's there.
Robo, do you think it'd be a good idea to ask him if he can just break it down for us at a pleb level so we can all understand it? Or do you think he's too big brain to break it down? Because I really haven't heard too many interviews with him.
Shane's awesome. Don't worry.
I don't think. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think our audience are plebs or games. I mean, everybody. We had already Arc Protocol last week. We reiterated a lot of the important talking points on the idea,
I'm a pleb, Robo. I want him to break it down for me.
Yeah, we can't break it down for all different intellect levels. Berserker, like we've got to
bring it down like I'm a 2-year-old, please.
Like V, as if we're talking a V. That's what you want, the V explanation, right?
Just we don't need to keep it in monotone. We can add a few.
Where is he, by the way? Is he okay?
He'd be working.
Yeah, V has a big thing coming up. So
stop making excuses for him. We all know he got booted from a Spaces earlier, so he's crying into his pillow.
Did he get booted out of the Spaces? That's hilarious.
Well, I need to find it. Apparently, I think it was Maria. You know Maria, the woman from Cosmos?
Yeah.
Apparently, it was her Spaces. Who was in there? Games, were you in? No?
I wasn't there.
Someone started laughing about it. I don't know if it was Joe or somebody yesterday. Oh, man, I wish I was there to see that. How funny. She must have really lost her mind at him to kick him out, right? Or he must have said something to really wind her up, you know? Sorry, guys, but this is all a pipe dream. You're standing round the fire singing Kumbaya. I can imagine that'll have been one of his fucking lines, right? Bang, straight out the room, yeah?
I don't know what he said, but probably was deserved that he got kicked out. But he also has to focus on something in real life, so that's why he left. I'm just clearing the air here.
I would cut his pay in half, dude, if I were a Berserker.
Yeah, might be a consideration. Do you want to take the other half gains and join the Rec gang down?
Nah, I'm good. Give it to Rarma. He's thirsty for some funds to buy more NFTs.
Did you mint any Androids?
NFTs.
Gainsy, unlike you, mate, I don't sell gifts.
Whoa.
Man, the Adora collection is one of my favorite collections in general.
On what chain?
On every chain. Yeah, I was thinking about this, like on which chain, and then I'm thinking every chain, any chain. I feel like the art is really cool, super clean, super simple. I love the fact that you guys don't have anything branded on the collection. So there's no like Umi logos or Stargaze logos. There is a rack tail and a rack.
Berserker wrong. There is a few with the Yumi logo in the back.
Oh yeah, maybe I minted that actually. Well, okay. Well, I don't like that, but regardless, I feel like it's a really clean collection.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, I think they're clean. I think they're simple and fun. Appreciate it, dude. And we're getting the ball rolling with it.
Yeah, and I think the most important part is whenever you go on the Umi protocol, which to me looks a lot like Aave in terms of colors, there's all these squids there, right? Like, so there's a reminder of these squids on their DApp, and then you have the PFP. So I feel like the two are very well connected. So it's a great piece for anybody that's a fan of Umi. That to me is kind of the most clever part of it all, is that the squids are actually on the DApp.
We got some shit.
NFTs for marketing, right? That's what it is. NFTs for marketing.
RAC FM with Robo and Rarma.
And a little squid squeaking up your microphone.
Sorry.
It's good to have Squid back, isn't it? After he's bit time off and that, it's good to have the old gains back. I've missed them.
Anyone else have Link in their top 4 in their portfolio, or just me?
Oh, dude, Timmy's really done a job on you, hasn't he?
Just peep the nest, Robo.
Timmy really brainwashed you, didn't he?
Oh, that was a great space that we were in, Rarma, talking about Link. Remember
the days? Those. Robo, do you know about Link?
What a great space talking about Link. Oh my god, I'm glad I was asleep. You fucking pleb monsters. You really believe in the Link Ponzi? Really? You're just trying to make a quick buck, man, aren't you? You're just trying to get the rest of the... What is Link doing? Go on, tell me it's gone up like 40% in a week or something. Go on.
I'm almost up enough on Link to pay for my gas to get back out. That's incredible.
Hell yeah.
I bought Link at... I like how you like that. I should say we bought Link like, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago at like $5.60 or something, I think it was. And it's up 18%. It was up 25%.
I like how you said like we to spread the shame out, you know, to spread the shame around. Yeah, we're like we.
No, it's a joint venture between Lil.
Dude, and then your man's just gonna dump on you again, man.
Yeah, but not before I do.
No, we're gonna stake our liquids. Earn that staking reward. We got Amir requesting us. Beginning to bring him up.
Yeah, of course. What's he doing now? He was up and originally in the first place. Anyway, the pleb. What's he going down for? Is he playing games? Another one.
He's a pleb.
What time your buddy dropping in though, Robo? Don't you want to get ready for this place?
Yes, exactly. I know. I'm going to line it up in a second, dude. I'm going to line it all up in a second. We've got the speakers, we've got the people. And Mia, you pleb, what do you want before the big man comes in?
Yes, just a little question. Chainlink, isn't that the crypto that the boss he got slapped around in the conference?
What?
Oh, dude. Talking about me?
It wasn't Chainlink then? Maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, yeah.
Bro, you gotta lay off the weed. It's way too early for you.
No, there's a protocol that he went to the conference and then he got slapped around. You can look. I think it's Chainlink, but I might be mistaken. You know, change. You know, things.
Sure.
When was the last time he dumped? Do we know? I haven't been watching that for ages. Like, do we know when the last time was he dumped or what?
I think he dumps every block now. So every like 2 minutes.
Oh my god, dude! My god. Right. So games. Racks, I know they're going to dive in a call. Rarma and Berserker. Fellas, we're absolutely set. Guys, do me a favour though. Everyone who's listening in and anyone who I've like took down as a speaker, do not worry. As soon as we've had a bit of crack with your man, we'll get you back up, right? Just so we clear the floor a little bit, yeah? Do us a favour, guys. When he does come in, we bring him up. Just retweet out this spaces for you, will you? While we try to like build the RAC brand up, yeah? The RAC FM brand. Fuck, do you know what, guys? We got to 100, you know, then people unfollowed us. Bastards.
Did you say unfollowed?
Yeah, the fuck you're going to unfollow RAC FM for? I didn't even bloody post unless it's a spaces.
I think it might have been the tweet that you accidentally did from the RAC FM account that you said wasn't an accidental tweet from the RAC FM account, maybe.
Fuck. Okay. I knew there must have been something. I think we lost like 6 followers or something. Never mind.
They probably didn't know who was controlling it until you tweeted that out. And they're like, oh, it's another Robo alt. All right.
Oh, we've got some people coming in. Let's see who's coming in. Shane said there will be some people coming along, I believe. Right, okay. Human algorithm. Yeah, didn't I hear this gentleman speaking in the spaces?
He's from Stargaze team, Robo.
I thought so, yeah. I think it was last night or something. I heard this gentleman speaking up, yeah. I think that was last night.
He does a few spaces. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure it was last night, maybe the night before. Welcome, Mr. Human Algorithm.
How's it going?
Very well, yeah. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Yeah, it's great to see you.
Top of the morning to you.
Welcome.
Happy New Year.
Oh, sorry there, Amir. 1 second, dude. So yeah, buddy, you're part of the Stargaze team, yeah?
That is correct.
Excellent. And we've just been talking about some of these cross-chain NFTs and stuff. Yeah, obviously the props up for game of NFTs.
Crossing all over the place. Yep.
Yeah, there was a few things. So I take it Shane will be joining us sometime, probably soon. I'll take it. I think he said he was going to pop in. Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming on.
So, buddy, have you had any first-hand experience yourself to do with anything to do with game of NFTs?
Yeah. So, I'm actually okay. So, we have this protocol. It's called ICS 721, and we've actually been developing.
Oh, guys, wait a minute. That's the spaces. Wait a minute.
He's been rugged.
I know my headset kicked off, and I think it's kicked him off. 1 minute, guys. Sorry, buddy.
He got kicked. That was weird.
Elon doesn't want this to come to light. Like Musk's at it again. We've seen this before.
My headset went
Anytime
off
we
as
get
well.
close.
What happened there? Where's he gone? Oh, we've lost him. Where's he gone?
It's like we got hit with a fucking rocket. We got the Twitter space blown up.
Dude, my audio changed, yeah? Wait a minute.
Yeah, it sounds all right though.
Okay, wait a minute. No, I need the headset in to be able to hear properly. Oh, dude, where's he gone? Can someone get him back in?
Yeah, I'll send him an invite.
I'm not on. Okay, I'm not on the. I'll have to jump on the tablet from my own account, right?
Okay, take your time, dude.
Oh, you sent him an invite, yeah. Oh, that was bad, wasn't it? How's that? I lost the headset at the same time.
That's so weird.
Never mind. I was just about to find out. He's done some work on it. That's exactly who we need to be speaking to. Yeah. Ah.
You didn't kick him out, right? I hope you didn't kick him out on accident.
No, I didn't. I was in the the other screen. I was in the other screen, dude.
Cool.
Okay.
Welcome, Shane.
Yes, let's
get your man up here.
Bring him up. Yep, of course. And then see if we can get human algorithm back in. Did you message him? Yeah.
Yeah, I sent him a DM.
That was bizarre.
Bring Shane up. I sent Shane an invite.
Perfect. Hey, hello there, Shane. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much for coming.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, we're having a good bit of crack. Yeah, it's been a good little hour warm up, you know.
Yeah, you guys want to give me a little summary of what I missed?
Well, we've just been talking about just general things about NFTs, about some other governance stuff, you know. But we have just lost one of your colleagues, human algorithm. We've had an unexpected issue with spaces, which can sometimes often happen, you know. But hopefully we'll be able to get him back on very quickly, you know.
Okay, maybe he doesn't know that you have to use mobile.
Oh, he could.
He was up here speaking, and then it sounded like he had some technical issues and like lagged for a little bit, and then dropped out. But as you can hear, Robo lost his headset at the same time. So
okay.
There's a few technical issues, but Robo, maybe just jump on mute until you get that sorted out. It's a bunch of background noise, and little squid can kick us off.
Hey Shane, how are you?
How's it going?
Good. So what have you been up to lately, Shane? Tell us a little bit.
Oh man, I took I kind of tried to take it a little easy this past month after the holidays, just because it was kind of a roller coaster this past year, and especially it kind of got down to the wire of launching names. We would try to get that out as fast as possible, and while just kind of like building all this stuff, we. You guys may have noticed like performance on the site started to lag and stuff like that. So like this month we've just been mainly focusing on that, try to get there's just so much backend infrastructure, right? It's not just the smart contracts. Like there's so much like infrastructure that goes behind getting the monkey pics to show up, right? So IPFS infrastructure, like RPC nodes, all that kind of stuff. So just been working on optimizing that whole kind of like pipeline. And I'm excited about some of the newer features that we're going to be building out this year. So yeah, that's kind of it at a very high level.
If I may ask you this one question. So I've been buying a few names here and there, right? So far we have the page where you can mint a name, you can see the latest names and the highest offers. But what comes after this? What's your big plan after this?
Yeah, so this is kind of like the first phase of it. The initial thing is to kind of have like a nice community feel on the website, right? So if you you look at names, you kind of know who bought what. So that's kind of like a step function increase, I think, on use of the website. And then we're also, the next phase of it is kind of like profile NFTs. So after we have a name, then you can have a profile. We have these like nice banner NFT collections. So those could be like your kind of banner. You also have your profile pic, and then we can start adding like social features to it, right? You can have your followers, you can have your favorites, you can have like all this kind of like customized personal stuff in there, and that's kind of like the next phase of it.
Okay, cool.
And then obviously IBC integration and working with other chains, and that's also coming with that.
Gentlemen, you've dove into the serious stuff first. Can we not give the man a proper welcome and say congratulations for creating one of the most entertaining chains on the greater IBC? Shane, we were having a conversation the other day, several of us, and we agree that if we'd been through the crypto winter without Stargaze, our life would have all been a lot sadder, you know?
Oh man, thank you. It's great to hear that. Yeah. I mean, it's just fun. Yeah, it just makes things a little better. You can just, trade around and trade with with each other. That was one of the intentions of kind of building Stargaze in the first place. Like, have this kind of like lighthearted kind of chain, I guess, initially.
I think we bring that up many times, actually, right, Robo? And we say that, like, thanks to Stargaze, it's what's getting us through this bear market. No joke, Shane. This is
what about the mint out parties? What about the mint out parties? How fun have they been?
Speaking of, we should find something that's at like 40% with like a decent amount to mint. Maybe we should like mint it out live with Shane here.
Oh shit!
Oh, Rarma. He never switches off, does he? He never switches off. Yeah, but Shane, like I say, I think Stargaze, for me, probably the most important app out there that I use. Definitely, I think it's taken over from Osmosis by far on my daily usage and stuff. So when you're using something, it's a lot different for you. I was never using Stargaze a lot back in the early days. Using some other platforms and stuff, but once you start, man, it becomes addictive,
Yeah, and that's what I've heard from other people, and we kind of want to keep building stuff. So there's more stuff to do. So right now, and also working on speed, working on performance, kind of all that stuff kind of plays together in making a good experience. So if you have any ideas or any other suggestions, I'm all ears.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought it up, Shane. It's not like I was prepared or anything. No, super easy one, right? Like for people who have larger collections in their wallets, when you're in your own wallet, you have all listed, unlisted, expired offers and names. I think and I know this can be like reasonably difficult for like crypto stuff. Like I want to be able to like filter on like different collections that I have, so then I can take like really nice screenshots or see like just that collection. I know it filters by the collection, but like you get some random ones that are like thrown in between every now and then. Is that like challenging to do? Because I think like that'd be super neat. Just be like, show me all of my like adorers or my bad kids, or
Yeah, so that's something we're working on now. So part of the challenge for this was kind of building out the back end for it. But what we're going to have soon is, if you use the trait filtering feature, it's going to be similar to that. So you'll see all your NFTs in your wallet, but then you'll see all the collections on the sidebar. And then if you click on a collection, it'll just kind of filter out all the NFTs for that collection and kind of show them as a group. And I think your badges are going to be separate. So there's a couple of like special things that will be separate, but all the collections, there'll be a filter for them.
Nice, awesome.
Come on, Rarma, give him a break.
No, like, I told Don about this. I told Don about this like a few months ago, so I'm sure he like passed it on. I'll give him a pat on the back. Be like, nice work.
It's a very common ask. So people ask for requests on Twitter, Reddit, Discord, all these places, and we kind of so we have like an idea of what people want. And this is really up there as probably one of the top things.
And the second one that I had, not a suggestion, but I've heard this being mentioned a few times, and you're probably working on this. But hey, like, what's the time to drop a little bit of alpha than like a RAC FM, right? What are you thinking about like Stargaze Outposts ETA?
Oh yeah, super excited about this. So I started working on kind of a basic version at the hackathon in Korea, and that basically needs to be picked up. We have like an engineer who wants to work on it, so that development work can actually start very soon. I just wanted to focus this entire month on performance, so pretty much just kind of told everyone we're not working on anything new this whole month. We're just going to work on performance. So in February, we can start building this out, building out the outposts. And it's going to be built on, it's good that you brought it up, because it's actually going to use ICS 721 kind of internally. It's going to be built on top of that, because you need kind of IBC NFT transfers for that to work. So it's kind of happening at a good time, because ICS 721 is going to be battle tested in February with Game of NFTs, and then the outpost can be kind of started to get built around that time. So I'm thinking maybe we'll see like an early version of it in March, and then maybe a production version of it shortly after.
Nice. And I don't want to keep you too long, so just interrupt me if I'm wrong here anywhere, because Robo probably got some questions now. He's sorted his audio out. So the way this will kind of work will be, you'll have Stargaze, then there'll be like an outpost on, let's use Juno as the example, because, it's cross-environment enabled. And you could basically go to like a Stargaze-like interface on Juno. You'd see a bunch of different listings. You would click buy. You could buy that in, I'm assuming, kind of any token denomination that you want. It might like do the swap for you to whatever it's listed for, and then the NFT would end up in like your Juno wallet.
Yeah.
Is that how it kind of works?
That's one way it could work. Another way it could work is that all the outposts and all the collections. Well, first of all, one of the hard things is to be able to index all the collections, so you can see all the metadata and all the images in one place. So each chain can build its own interface. But another way it could work is that you can see all the collections on the other chains on the Stargaze website, even though it's not directly talking to that chain. And then you'll be able to kind of use it in the marketplace, kind of as if it was kind of like part of Stargaze. So that's another way it could work. So we kind of have to get creative with the interfaces and with the UI here. That work is kind of still in progress.
Nice. Thanks, mate.
Shane, can I?
You can definitely one
could you
second.
expand on that? I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I was gonna ask you to ask the question we talked about earlier.
Thanks, Robo.
Just when Shane mentioned performance, very quickly before we do move on to the other topic, I just wondered about, because I've noticed a big improvement in the mobile. I like to do a lot of stuff on mobile in the garden and stuff, on the tablet. So I have noticed Shane is there. You guys are not on Cosmos Station IBC wallet yet, is that right? Or have you guys moved over there?
We're supposed to be on there. If we're not on Cosmos Station yet, well, I know we're working on integration. We're working on integrating Cosmos Station to work on the website. So are you talking about kind of like the dApp store inside Cosmos Station?
Just mobile. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got Racøøn.bet on the Juno. When you're on the Juno network, you can click in the dApp section. But I mean, they reacted to us with lightning speed.
Oh, really?
I think it was 5 days to get. Yeah, it was only 5 days from the PR to get deployed on there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's something we can talk to them about and work on getting it on there. Because it's definitely.
You know what, Shane? There's a lot of us. There's a lot of us not Kepler fans, especially for mobile, There's a lot of us not Kepler fans here. I thought you might like that one. Right. Shane, we had ARC Protocol on last week, right? So we do understand a lot of obviously what they're talking about, their tech prop, etc. We did touch on Prop 94 and on Game of NFTs. We were so happy to get you on tonight, dude, with you being one of the judges and stuff. But I think Berserker had a bit of a point earlier, and Gaines agreed with him when they were we need this CLI, explain it to us plebs kind of thing. Berserker, I know maybe you're going to talk about something else as well, but I know that was going to be one of your points, yeah? Do you want to take this over?
Yeah, I can take this one. I had a question earlier on the Outpost, which I thought were super interesting, but let's dive into Game of NFTs. I think it's very pertinent. So, Shane, could you kind of explain to us how this is going to work? Who's getting incentivized? Who will get paid and for what, basically? It's as simple as that. We really love interchain NFTs, but when reading the proposal, it's kind of a little bit confusing on who's getting paid for what, right? And so could you explain it to us? Is this for devs that are building the interchain NFT infrastructure, or is it for participants, playing with testnet? Any more clarity that you can provide us, I think will be super helpful.
Sure, yeah. So this whole prop was actually kind of spearheaded by the Iris team, and they kind of put it all together. And so basically kind of the high level is this is going to be something like Game of Stakes or Game of Zones. ICS 721 is actually a lot more complex than ICS 20. There's a lot more going on with interchain transfers. You have just a lot more data, right? So there's the NFT metadata. Then there's information about if the NFT is part of a collection or not, or what collection it's associated with. So all this stuff has to be battle tested, right? There could be it has to be tested for the correctness of the protocol, and there's two different implementations as well, right? There's the SDK implementation and the CosmWasm implementation. So, so we started building the CosmWasm implementation over a year ago now, and we never received any kind of funding for it. Actually, Stargaze has never gotten a dime from Interchain, from ICF, or anyone involved with Cosmos. And so this is kind of the first time we are, asking for some money to do this public testnet. And it's going to be very much like Game of Stakes or Game of Nodes. I mean, not Game of Nodes, Game of Zones. And it's going to be for validators, anyone who's part of the ecosystem who wants to run nodes and kind of test out the protocol. So I kind of see the validators that are part of some of the chains that are going to be using this. So probably Stargaze, Iris, Juno, maybe Osmosis, maybe a bunch of others, maybe Secret would be involved and kind of test out the protocol. And the funds. So there's a whole bunch of tasks. There's a whole bunch of tasks to do, and each one has a certain allocation of points. And what's going to happen is that the funding is going to be allocated to the participants based on this kind of point system that they have.
So the participants are validators, and they have specific tasks to complete, and if they complete it, they get some funds. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are there any other participants outside of the validators, I guess?
Any other participants? I mean, it could be anyone. So, for example, it could be maybe a team that's building like an NFT marketplace or something like that. It's basically anyone who wants to use it, right? But I wish if one of the Iris people or Michael was on here, they can probably shed some more light on it because they were kind of working more closer with this proposal.
Yeah, no, and we don't expect you to kind of answer every single question, right? Like, we appreciate you jumping up here and answering what you can. It's just about us trying to like understand it a little bit more, and because we see these kind of when they're labeled like public incentivized test nets, and then we kind of ask some questions and find that it's like mostly all command line based, and therefore like public is probably not like the greatest term to use. Like, it's open, but there's certain skill sets that you need to do it, right?
I mean, there was no nice UI for a game of stakes, right? There was no nice UI for game of zones, right? It's all. I mean, this is all like low level stuff to get the protocol tested. But there is going to be a hackathon that's part of the second half of this. So that's when, people are going to be building interfaces and UIs and stuff like that. But I did hear that maybe the Iris team was kind of working on some basic interface, but I don't have too much details on that.
So what could you're a judge, right, Shane?
Mm-hmm.
So the judging will be for the hackathon or for this first part as well, in terms of, you spoke about points allocations for different tasks. Is that something that you'll be doing, kind of determining which task give you which prize, or I guess the amount of points and so on?
I actually had to find out more details on that, but that would make sense to kind of figure out the points and make sure that all that stuff is fair. I'm going to guess as a judge, that's probably something that I had to work on. But definitely for the hackathon.
Sorry.
For the hackathon, I'll definitely be a lot more involved.
My bad. I drew a thumbs down. I was trying to throw a thumbs up.
Shane, it might be a good time to ask a question that I've heard a couple of devs bring up before. So we obviously know about the incentivization side of it. What about this, just develop it in prod kind of attitude that some devs have? Like, why have a testnet at all? Why not release it out there into the wild? Or
this is kind of a pretty major thing. There's a lot that can go wrong, right? It's more complex than ICS 20. There's two different implementations of it, and that stuff just has to be tested. You don't want to get into a situation where, let's say someone transfers an NFT from one chain to the other chain, and then they kind of go in a loop transferring to a bunch of other chains, and then you have if the protocol isn't implemented correctly, maybe you have 2 or 3 different versions of the NFT on multiple chains, right? And then you're like, okay, which one is the canonical one? You know, how do I track the provenance, right? You can have like all these kind of weird issues if it's not working correctly. And, you know, one day we're going to go beyond the monkey fix, right? like one day, like an NFT would represent like the liquidity position or something in a DeFi protocol, right? And if this stuff isn't tested well, like that could really cause a lot of havoc. So that's why this kind of has to be tested in kind of a larger scale first. You know, we are working on this kind of like rate limiting feature to it. So if something does happen, we can kind of limit the damage. But still, this kind of has to be tested at a higher level.
Perfect. Rarma, I believe you want to come in.
Yeah, so I guess kind of maybe a bit of a kind of broader type question. And this might kind of just come down to like a scale of economics thing, or like a value type thing that you might be able to talk to in terms of like the value of NFTs within the ecosystem and stuff. But I guess a lot of the community's concerns like kind of come across as like $200,000 for phase 1, which is only CLI based and for kind of devs and vals. And then it looks like a further 200,000 will be asked across multiple chains for the hackathon, which again is like primarily to build the UI for products that these teams will then go and take to market to then monetize. Are these values like do you think that these are fair values for the ecosystem and the community to be quote unquote fronting for the value of NFTs within Cosmos currently?
Yeah, I personally think so. I mean, if you look at any other ecosystem, if you look at Ethereum especially, it's NFTs that's driving a lot of the volume and a lot of the newer volume. If you look at some of the new EIPs at Ethereum, I think something like 60% or more of them are about NFTs. If we're going to be bringing in more mainstream audiences into Cosmos, mainstream audiences are going to come for NFTs first, and then maybe they'll find out about DeFi after, right? So right now, the Cosmos ecosystem right now it's so tiny, right? It's really tiny, and I don't think I'm someone who has my feet both in Ethereum and in Cosmos. Like I'm a user of Ethereum, but I kind of like build on Cosmos, and I'm kind of dying to see a lot more people come into this ecosystem. I think when DYDX launches, when some of the other chains this year launch, I think we're going to be bringing in a lot of new people. And I think a lot of new people, especially when the market comes back, I mean, I don't know when that's going to happen, maybe like a year or two from now, right? They're going to go for NFTs first. So we have to have that infrastructure ready and have this kind of like cross-chain infrastructure ready. So that's why I do think it's important. And I think kind of the cost is justified for kind of what we want to build.
Shane, obviously there was a couple of other things to ask you if you did have time, I know you're a very busy guy. Did you see Crypto Crew Validator? They were one of the very few no votes. I think at the time there was only 2. But they did attach a link in the memo that obviously just led through to a text pad, And basically what they said, and this is just something I'm just going to put out there. They said, Crypto Crew does not support the Cosmos Hub community pool spend proposal for the game of NFTs incentivized testnet. We believe that the Cosmos Hub does not directly profit from a public beta testnet of the interchain NFT standard, as the hub is neither WASM enabled nor supports the XNFT module as of now. So I get what they're saying. They're kind of saying, well, why should it be the Atom community pool when it's not directly helping, you know? I think, yeah.
Yeah, I can see where they're coming from. I think you have to kind of think about the future a little bit. I mean, the hub doesn't have X NFT on it right now, but that's just because it hasn't been upgraded yet, right? I mean, it'll be upgraded probably in a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months. So that's just a matter of time, right? It's just a matter of time until it will get that module. It's still very possible that CosmWasm will run on the hub, but I mean, this prop and ICS 721, right? It's implementation agnostic, right? It's a protocol, so you can build a protocol in any language. So for this testnet, we're going to be testing the SDK version of it and the CosmWasm version of it, but like a protocol at the high level doesn't really matter. It doesn't really care about the implementation. So so I don't really think that comment is relevant, because what we're really testing is the standard and the robustness of the standard. And just like ICS 20 was important to the hub, I think ICS 721 will be important to the hub as well at some point in the future. Right, at some point in the future, we're going to have kind of NFTs flowing across the whole ecosystem, across all the chains, and also when people come to use any of the chains on Cosmos, right, they usually come through Atom. So I think Atom does play kind of a big part in this.
That's a fair point. Atom is the flag bearer for everything, isn't it? Rarma, did you have anything there, Rarma, before we quickly move on?
I guess like the only thing from a hub perspective is like, do we really think that it's going to get like the XNFT module, given the history of the hub and hub minimalism and that type of stuff, and then if it did, would it actually get some form of marketplace, or would it just be a place that you could store or transact through for NFTs if it did become like an IBC router enabled type location to transfer NFTs through? Those are kind of the 2 points I'd make, and they're probably more just like comments than direct questions, just given the nature of the challenges we've seen with the hub recently, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the way I see it. I see it as maybe kind of like being a router, some kind of like intermediate kind of place. There might be some people that want their NFTs priced in Atom, right? So that it might be used for that. I don't see the hub ever launching a marketplace, but I don't know. You never know. And I know some people that were really involved. At least the people that used to be involved with the interchain, like Billy and Sam, were really into art and into NFTs. They're no longer with with interchain, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there. But I mean, historically, there have been people that have really been into NFTs associated with the hub, but it's kind of hard to it's kind of hard to say now.
Right.
Robo?
Shane,
Don requesting to speak.
Okay, one moment, Don. Don, we'll bring you up in a second because we have got a few things to stick to. We've just been waiting for our dev to come back. So, Shane, this is our dev, Moltres. And he was dead excited to ask you a couple of questions, I believe. So, he had to jump off. He was talking to us earlier. He jumped off for a call at 9, unfortunately, and he's just come back in. Moltres, I know you might be busy, my friend, so we'll bring you straight in, yeah?
Yeah, hey guys, and hi Shane.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, sorry about that. Doing fine. What about you?
Good.
Yeah, so sorry about that. We had a call, and I don't know what you guys discussed, to be honest, but just wanted to say that we've been using basically the CW 721 contracts that you have, and we explored them and see what it's possible to do. So really like using your contracts, basically. And just I don't know if you guys already took questions and stuff like that, or should I just straight jump in and ask my questions?
Go on, go ahead, Mark. Yeah.
We warmed him up, mate. So just hit him with the hardest you can. He's prepped. He's here for it.
Yeah. So basically, we're just wondering, like, how hard is it, like, because we were thinking from the start when Stars launched, we wanted to launch there, and then the idea came back like a few weeks ago, and we're gonna work onto it. And I was just wondering, how hard is it to actually launch? Let's say we would like to launch a smart contract on Stars to maybe like morph NFTs or do stuff with NFTs. Like, how difficult is it to actually be accepted to launch something there?
Oh, it's not that hard. I mean, so far we have accepted like 100% of the projects that have wanted to deploy on Stargaze. So the process is basically it has to be open source, right? And then you post a Commonwealth post talking about your project, and then after and in that post you just kind of like gauge the sentiment of the community, like do they want it, do they don't want it, if they have any questions about it, and then you kind of have a little meeting with the core team, and we kind of look over the code and just make sure that, like, just try to we just kind of look at the code, make sure it doesn't have any bugs and stuff like that. And then you submit a governance proposal to upload the code. And then the voting period is only 3 days. So that's how you get something on Stargaze. So it's not that much work.
Okay,
So
that's good to hear.
Just quickly, Mole. So if we wanted to streamline that process, could we just DM Don, get him to make a video, and then just cut straight to like chatting to the core team, put up the prop, 1 day process?
Yeah, I guess that's a way to fast track it a little bit, but you should, at least do a Commonwealth post, because we kind of have everyone else doing it. So gotta be fair to everyone.
You can tell. I think you understand. We have a good time, talk a bit of shit.
Yeah, of course,
but,
of course.
It's all banter. We'll follow. Mole will follow whatever process you tell him to, and if he doesn't, just DM me and I'll sort him out. All right.
Hey Shane, we're blessed to have Rarma at this time of night. It's nearly like 2 a.m. for him. As you can see, he's got a kangaroo on his PFP, so it's nearly 2 o'clock for him. Yeah. Shane, Molly, you had another question as well, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Basically, I just had a question about the fractionalized NFTs, because I remember like maybe a month ago, something like that. Basically, Rarma sent me a contract where they fractionalize NFTs into CW20 tokens, and I was like, I felt like it would be even nicer for users' perspective to actually have a fractionalized NFTs into an NFT as well. So I was wondering if you guys explored this avenue yet.
It's definitely something that we're thinking of doing. The kind of first step in that is to launch DAOs, and then after we have DAOs, then you can fractionalize. I think fractionalization makes a lot more sense after you have that, because you can have a vault, you can have NFTs in there, then you can fractionalize that vault. But are you talking about like fractionalizing like a single NFT, or like a whole collection at once, or what? Like what specifically are you thinking about?
Yeah, I was just thinking about like a very like specific NFT. Let's say you just maybe I was thinking about it a bit more of a general way. Let's say you just use a contract, you fractionalize your NFT, and then people can just do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, I think that's super cool. I just think if you want to fractionalize an NFT, it has to be like a really high value one. And, we haven't gotten to the stage where we have really high value NFTs, right? So like if you're on Ethereum, if you have like, I don't know, like a CryptoPunk that's like, I don't know, like $1 million, then maybe it makes sense to fractionalize that, right? But I don't think we have any NFTs that are worth $1 million on Stargaze yet.
Yeah, because maybe I can give a bit more of insight, because like what we're building right now is more like of a game of chance platform, and people were asking like, what if I want to gamble like an NFT, but like if your NFT is worth even just $100, let's say, $100 is a lot still, but let's say your NFT is worth $20 and you want to gamble, let's say $1. So it would be great if you can just fractionalize and just gamble a part of it. So that was more the intention of the question.
Okay, cool.
But I actually agree that, yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's coming. Yeah, it's coming for sure. But maybe kind of more later in the year kind of thing.
All right, that's cool. And any like I don't know how you guys would do it. Would you be using like CW721 or you would fractionalize CW20? That's more of the question too. I'm like, what would be the best avenue to actually do it?
So we are trying to stick with IBC assets and not CW20s. So when we do fractalization, that'll probably apply to that as well. So it'll be a CW721 that fractionalizes into IBC assets, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks a lot, man, that's the only two questions I had, and we'll definitely look into the process to release something. And I feel like if we're able to build something that the community will like and people are using, it's much more easier, that's for sure.
Totally.
I think Don requested to come up, and just before he does, I just wanted to... Yeah,
Shane here. We have to ask the question. What was all of this, name wars, like Nothing Burger that was going on? I mean, you guys front running other protocols. Everyone seems to be talking about stars names. And then Jake Hartnell goes and drops a Substack today about this exact thing, saying it's a complete mess and blah, blah, blah. I mean, Shane, you can talk with us. We're cool cats, What's your kind of take? I mean, I know you got to be careful. But we were sitting on the sidelines watching like, what is this, man? Just because the front running. Just because stars are front running the industry.
I mean, names, right? This is something we've been thinking about for a long time, and it's something that really makes sense for NFT marketplace. And names are NFTs, right? So it's something we've been designing for a long time, and it's something that we wanted to launch before we come into the new year. So that's why we kind of like sprinted to kind of get that out. It's something that people have been asking for a long time. And mainly why this is important on Stargaze is that if you have a creator launching something, a lot of people have been asking for a way to kind of see their social media details, see who they are, make sure they're not going to rug and so forth, right? And one way to do this is to be like very centralized and find out what the creator's socials are and annotate that on the website, but that's kind of a very centralized process, right? The crypto native way of doing this is to have a name service, right? Because then they can associate their name, and then they can associate it with their Twitter profile and so forth, right? So we wanted to kind of build this in a Web3 native way. So that was kind of the reasoning for building names. The first iteration of this that we built almost 2 years ago now, when Stargaze first launched in its earliest kind of beta version, we kind of bounced off of Twitter, right? Kind of what ICNS is doing now. And when we did that, we got a lot of backlash, right? We got a lot of backlash from people saying, why do I have to why do I need Twitter to get my name? So based on feedback from that, we didn't do it that way. And then Osmosis kind of reached out. Well, not Osmosis and Kepler kind of reached out and several months ago and kind of asked us to collaborate on ICNS, but we already had names, like the code was already done by then, right? And it wasn't really kind of worded in a way where they wanted to collaborate with us. It was more like, hey, we are building this. Do you want to join us? Right? if it was worded in a way that was more like, hey, do you want to work together in building this thing? Then it would have made more sense, and maybe that's something we would have wanted to do. But it was more kind of worded in a way for us to just kind of join in with them, and we kind of wanted to design it in a different way, so that just didn't make sense. So that's why we went ahead and launched names. But we don't want to fragment the ecosystem. So we still do want to kind of reach out and see if we can collaborate and maybe do some kind of merge. So I haven't looked over Jake's post yet, but it is something that internally we have been talking about. Like, the design of it is very, very similar. And maybe going to a design like that is maybe something that we have to do. But it still requires a bunch of thought, right? So ideally, having one name service is kind of the best UX for the ecosystem, right? If you look at Ethereum, there's just ENS, and if you add another one, it'll just complicate things. So that is kind of like the best UX for the ecosystem. But I don't think we're going to get there because we have multiple chains that kind of want to do their own thing. So moving to like a DNS type system is something we might have to do. So that's still kind of work in progress. We do want to, reach out to Osmosis and Kepler and try and figure this out.
So just quickly, thanks for the question, Robo, and thanks for raising the topic of name services. Shane, have you heard of DAO Games?
Yes, I have heard of DAO Games. I haven't looked into it too much, but I know there's like two different teams and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I'm one of the.
There's only one
team,
the red team,
and
the other team,
and then they've got some red team. Super noisy. And I was just like waiting for the right time to introduce this, and thankfully Robo brought up the topic. So if you just want to just have a quick look up in the nest.
Rarma.
Thanks for playing Red Team. Your name service is now in the hands of Blue Team. So,
that's not our name. Our name isn't Red Team. It's something else.
It's Red Team.
I hope those 100 stars were spent wisely in Rarma.
I actually got them for free. Shane actually reserved them for me, especially.
Is this insider cousins trading now, Rarma? Oh, I didn't know you were part of that. I didn't know you played like that. I thought you were a man of the people.
Look how sour they are, Shane. They're so upset. Like, they just got played so hard.
You see the background on Shane's PFP? Space. It's red. He's all red.
Man, I'm gonna
team red off there.
Damn.
I'll tell you what. Before we bring him up, guys. Oh, sorry. Go on, Squid.
I'm sorry. I was just pointing out that he's wearing a blue shirt, so the background doesn't really matter.
Oh, man, here we go.
I think
it does.
Robo's
you can change shirts. You can't change background.
I think he's been thinking about bringing Don up, and before he does, because we don't want Don to interrupt, I do have maybe one or two questions.
I've got a question for Shane. I want Shane to tell me about the Don. Shane, do you love the Don? You must love the Don, yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, he's like one of the funniest people in Cosmos. So yeah.
He is, isn't he? He's absolutely hilarious. Do you know something? We didn't get off to the best start, him and I. And, we had some public spats and but we've chewed fat, we broke bread, and now he's my brother, He's a great guy, but he loves Stargaze. I think he's your biggest fan.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's like, he kind of grows on you, right? He's a little sarcastic, and I don't think everyone gets his humor. He's brutally honest, right? He just says what's on his mind, and some people don't like that. So I can understand that, but he's just real.
Couldn't agree more.
Can I jump in really quick? We got a community question. If Shane has more time, person said, why doesn't Stargaze bet the projects that launch on Stargaze?
Stargaze, I mean, so that'll be centralized, right? We don't want to be gatekeepers and prevent projects from launching. I mean, Stargaze is permissionless, right? So we create a platform for anyone to launch collections, but we do have like featured collections, right? So we do kind of vet the projects that like launch every Friday, and we do kind of have a featured section on the website. But we don't want to be gatekeepers and prevent projects from launching.
So I guess just on that, just maybe a brief extension. I don't want to go down this path too much because you've probably spoken on the topic before, and I might be just ill-informed. One of the things, a suggestion that I raised a while ago around being permissionless NFT marketplace, which I think is great, is that kind of featured section where the teams might dox or they verify. They get launched on the main page, similar to like how Osmosis runs, where they've got the main verified page that goes through a process, whatever that defined process is, to make you as verified as you can be, and then the frontier of Stargaze, where it's the wild west, mint at your peril, if you want to call it that, right? Is that a little bit different to like the launch pad versus featured / kind of marketplace system you currently got, and what do you think about that?
We were thinking of launching like a frontier type site, but we didn't kind of want to fragment and have two different sites. So what we do is we just have everything on one site. But if you go on the website, if you click on all, right, then you'll see every single kind of project that's on Launchpad and on Marketplace. So the Launchpad page has an all tab. The Marketplace page has an all tab. And it's just kind of like a text list of all the projects, right? And we're working on kind of adding volume data there, being able to sort better, being able to search better. So you can kind of think of the all tab as like the frontier version of it. And then the featured section kind of has the featured projects. And the way that works is that every week there's one project that has a community vote and one project that has one project that's a team pick. So the community vote is like a vote in Discord, and there's kind of like a whole system that there's like, I think like there's something like 3 rounds of voting or something that selects a project. And after a project is voted in, it launches like a month or two later. So that's kind of how that process works.
Yeah, awesome. Just one quick question before Don unmutes, because I know it's inevitable, right? Like whenever he gets the chance to speak, he will. How do you think about Don and his tweets and the amount of time that he spends shilling his shameless ETH bags versus the amount of time that he should be spending shilling his Stargaze bags? And be completely open and honest with us here.
When I talked to Don, right? Basically what I told him is that he can talk about anything that he wants. I'm a proponent of the First Amendment and free speech. I don't want to tell him what to say and what not to say. So I was just like, you can say anything you want. Content creators in Cosmos has to get paid, right? And he wasn't getting paid at that time. So I'm like, hey, I'll give you a little bit, create content, create anything you want, pretty much.
Hey, Miladies are going for $3,000, so he can chill his bags, man. He's making money. He's banking. $3K.
You can't even cancel Milady anymore. It's getting uncancelable. Hello, Don. Welcome to the chat, my friend, my brother.
Hello. I hope there is not too much of the background noise. I will try my best.
You're having a bath, aren't you, Don?
Yes. There was too kind of the words towards me. So yeah, thank you, everyone.
You know how I know, Don? Because it's almost 2 a.m. and I get my 2 a.m. picture.
Yeah, so like my days are the same. So you always know when I'm in the bath, and I've spent many spaces in the bath. I remember a few months ago, just before I got the job, I was speaking to Shane And we were speaking about miladies, and Shane told me, Shane told me, oh, do you know they have rave parties in New York? I didn't know that. It was the time when I told Shane that I got my first milady. And
yeah,
Shane
the police raided it. The police raided the first rave, wasn't it? Was it the first or the second rave? The police raided it.
I don't know. Like, I wouldn't be surprised because, you know, raves are raves. And Shane asked me, oh, should I get one? And it was at 0.3 Ethereum then. So Shane, not sure if you were following, like suddenly milady is at 2 Ethereum floor. So yeah, but I'm fan of miladies, so I just hope that Shane is not angry like that. Like, I mean, I simply follow the NFTs that I like. So if there is NFT on Ethereum, I will also be part of this community, right? So I guess that's how it is. And well, I do hope it's okay. And I think this way of working, like if you're in Ethereum community, like maybe it's beneficial because you can tell the people, hey, I work for this and this chain. Should I send you some NFTs, right? So you're always able to bring maybe 2 people doing that. But to not brag too much about miladies and stuff, there was someone saying about fractionalized NFTs. So I had the thought, like, because personally I think it's quite bad idea maybe. Gambling, it's all fine because like you use the word, oh, maybe people want to gamble with $1. And especially now in this market sentiment, and I spoke to one artist today and I told him, you know, the money is fun, but what you should focus when building NFT is create the art that people can relate to, right? Because some people want to be characters online. So as of now, you can see character of Remilio. You can see Shane, that is character of Bad Kid. You have Tank, that is character of Mineki. So in the bull market, yes, we can gamble, but if you make gambling as the main feature, hey, buy these NFTs because this will go up, it's probably not the best strategy. So I'm not sure like if like that should be main focus on Stargaze. So yeah, Joe is up there. So I have a question to Shane. I know you guys been working for the bridge, and I heard that Stargaze did already its part, and now you're waiting for Gravity Bridge to integrate. I just wonder what's the state of the integration of Ethereum NFTs to Stargaze NFTs via Gravity Bridge.
Yeah, so Gravity, so we're done kind of with our implementation of ICS 721. Obviously, if there's any bugs found in game of NFTs, then they have to be fixed. And that is going to be used in this implementation of working with Gravity Bridge and bringing Ethereum NFTs to Cosmos. But yeah, they had some like issues. I think they were behind on upgrading some of the versions. So the Cosmos SDK version 46, I think, had a lot of bugs. So they were waiting to upgrade to 47. And I think that's like almost ready. So after that's ready, then they can kind of start working on this. We've also been thinking of just running Gravity on Stargaze itself. That's like another option. But yeah, let's see how things go. Apparently they have upgraded now, and we can start working on that soon.
Yeah, because that was pending. I even had the people like trying to asking me to connect with you because some person said they had like a lot of projects from Ethereum that could be bridged. Have you spoke with some projects from Ethereum, or that's not rather your part? And if so, what's your favorite Ethereum NFTs, if you hold any?
Well, I mean, I like the Miladies because you got me into them, and also, you know, the raids in New York are awesome. Besides that, I do have a CryptoPunk as well, although that's just kind of like, I guess, a historical thing at this point. So I think I'll just keep that. Or maybe I'll test it. Maybe it'll be one of the first NFTs that we moved from Ethereum to Stargaze.
Given the privacy element of secret and racks, we won't ask you how many we have, but we know you've got heaps.
I got it.
Guys, I'm always very conscious of like people's time. Like when if a dev gives up like an hour of their day, you're grateful for it, right? But Shane, if you've got time, I can see Joe's got his hand up. I mean, I don't know if you're just chilling. You might be chilling and doing some stuff, some work, and you're not talking in the background. I don't know, dude. You let us know. But Joe, you've got your hand up like a pleb. What's going on there, Joe?
I'll make it quick. I know Don talks like he's accepting a fucking lifetime achievement award, and I just want to ask a yes or no question. So, this is a question for Shane, and maybe I've asked this before, but I didn't ask it like the right way to get a good answer. But I was wondering for the Launchpad, if a creator can get on the Launchpad, even if they're completely anonymous, never launched a collection before, they don't have a Stargaze name, is it still possible to get on the Launchpad, or they have to do it a different way?
Yeah, it's still possible for them to get on the Launchpad. So we do have a form you can fill out on the website where it just asks some basic questions, and you can like upload some of your art and stuff like that. And then if you go through the form, then that's kind of what we kind of use to see if that project will be one of the team picks to get on the Launchpad.
Got it. Okay, no, that's helpful. Thanks a lot.
Sure.
Joe, you can hit me up. I send you the link because I'm also working like with few artists, and I'm telling them that we should try on the Launchpad for the better reach. So if you need the link, that's okay. Because I'm trying to, work with some people, and it's also like big struggle because there are people who never really used Kepler, who pretty much never even used MetaMask. So, if you have someone like this, you can also connect them to me. Like I could have the call with them, show them around. Like I'm happy to show them, platform, and show them even how to use Kepler. Like I'm happy to do that, and trying to walk them through the whole process. That CryptoPunk is impressive because, like, not sure if people are aware, but CryptoPunks are not even listed. There is not a single CryptoPunk that is listed. I think they're like 100 Ethereum, but CryptoPunks are the real ones that no one really sells, and you only have to make the offers to sell CryptoPunks. So that's really cool. Probably it would be cool if anyone else in Cosmos would actually follow NFTs, because we probably were late. So maybe we all could end up with few apes and make some money. Shane.
So, Don, you're so helpful when your boss is in the spaces. You're the most helpful person. So thank you for that.
Yeah, it's a little bit stressful, to be honest.
You sound very stressed. You're worried about your background noise, even though you're probably in a brothel right now. But yeah, thank God Shane's here.
You're doing a good job, Don.
So when you weren't here, Don, that's when you should have been worried, right? We've already planned with Shane to put out a very limited collection of Dons, which is just the various different Don faces that we can grab from your YouTube. We were thinking we would list them at 650 stars. That's the mint price. And we would do a collection of 69,420 variations. What do you think? Do you think it'll mint out, Shane?
I think this is a great idea, but now I'm kind of worried about the Joe, right? So I think
no one cares about Joe.
I think it'll be interesting to see which collection is going to do more volume. I think the race is on.
That's not fair, because I think that Joel has more community support, and I'm really the one that is shut on all the time.
I don't know. I feel like there's a bit of an underdog story there, because Joe just shamelessly.
Who's got the nicest face? Rarma. Who's got the nicest face? That's the question.
You be the judge of that. You be the judge of that, mate. You live in Thailand, not me.
Don and Joe, who's got the nicest face?
I had the concept. I will show you Rarma, but I felt no, it doesn't work. And I do think it could be great collection.
Of course, you have the fucking concept.
super masculine, like, you know.
Wait, Don,
But-
is this
but
what
it
you
was-
showed us on the? You showed us this concept on the live stream, correct? That's the one that you shared.
Yeah. I was really like thinking
Yeah.
of it, and but yeah,
You
like,
have to
I need
you have to
focus
release
with-
that, please. Please release that, please.
If
You
you
have
make
to.
it, if you make it like affordable, like do like 50 stars and do like 100 per wallet and do like 10,000 of them.
I would
will
really
mint.
need the help because I
I'll
want
mint
to.
on a few wallets for you.
So
alright?
this would be like a little bit of art and mainly, you know, collage. So you can use the masculine arms, some like really weird background, you know. You can make the dawn in the background, in the middle of the strip club and stuff like this. It's like I think it would be like in this vibe. So, but like I really like I was looking for the help, but couldn't really like find the right help. So maybe you can talk through this. I talked to you about Joe. Like I think that Joe was such a low effort. Like what we should do would be like Joe, but you know. Joe is like perfect character for depressed man who lost it all in crypto because others shield him crypto. So it would be really cool to have as the background the tweets, the very bullish tweets, like going to the moon. But then you have this Joe, divorced man who lost the house and lost like this would be like the NFT I would like to see for the Joe, like because this is the average Joe. And average Joe lost.
What did you call him, Don? Don, what did you call him on your video? Did you say he was a janitor at a school that lost his
I did
job?
say, but that would be very good one. That was the
You
one.
did?
You know?
You said that on a video, you did. I know you said that on a video.
Because
the janitor at the school.
This is perfect story because Joe felt so confident that he quit his teaching job and thought now he's full-time in crypto, but now he can only pick up the janitor work. So like there is perfect story. There is like, you know, NFTs can be like storytelling. So that would be really cool. Shane, like, have you seen some of the community stuff? Maybe like we can let the Joe say before that, but not sure if you've seen the squeeds. This didn't go through the launchpad, but there is like a lot of small communities that actually started using Stargaze, and it was like I think it's thanks to the raccoons actually, who you know, bad kids were fighting with raccoons. We all remember that, but actually like this community of raccoons and the spaces are dropping now collections on the Stargaze. So it's cool to see. I wonder if you've seen the little squids recently. Dropping.
I don't know if I've seen this. So this is not Adora. This is something else, right?
Oh,
No, that's
Adora.
Adora.
Squids are
The little paralava, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You might know them as paralava, Shane.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but okay.
Yeah, so I thought you don't know what that is, and like, you know, so you know, Adora is, maybe you heard of Cosmos Spaces. So Adora is actually the project by the Cosmos Spaces.
Ah, all right.
And they use the, you know, branding of Umi. So it's done in like partnership, which is very cool because it brings those two projects, right? For Stargaze users, you have these cool squids and it opened them like, hey, here is the actual Umi. This is other platform. And for Umi users, it showed them Stargaze that, hey, this is, you know, NFT platform that you can go and use. So just wanted to give the shout out of them to you, that there is like forming small communities outside of the maybe Stargaze demise that are making collections.
Okay, cool.
And I think,
I didn't know it was associated with Cosmos Spaces as well. Like I knew it was associated with Umi. I didn't realize it was like a collab. So that's I think that's
Shane,
pretty cool.
Shrute down below is the one that is leading the project, and we didn't even have a Twitter page or anything, and the little squids, because of the community, ended up minting out on Stargaze. So
that's awesome.
Very, very happy.
Squid.
So much fun, and thanks to Stargaze, we're getting through this bear market, man, and having a ton of fun here.
Awesome. I think that mint was really fast too. I think it minted in like under an hour or so.
Yeah,
13 hours or so, right, Rarma?
Yeah, I think it was around
pretty
12.
quick. I think there was like it launched at like a terrible time. It's like super late in America, I think, and then it like got through a day, and then It was just like, I think we were hosting a spaces and it minted out like pretty quickly. But I just wanted to kind of bring up the whole RAC thing. I think like March, April last year, I'm not sure if you remember, there was like some memes getting around where like there was like a RAC running over a Stargaze on like, the kid GIF meme thing. We've been doing like this kind of shit talk banter exposure thing for like almost a year now, and I think just now people are starting to realize that like it's all just fun and games to like provide exposure and to have fun, because like what is crypto if you're not like having fun and building relationships and shit talking and enjoying yourself while you do it. So it's kind of cool like to see you drop in, Shane, after I think we might have ran over the Stargaze logo on like a quad with like a secret or a RAC profile picture on it or something like that. Like a year ago, is like that was where it all started. We did like a meme competition, and there was all sorts of crazy stuff, and it was all just fun and banter, and no one really realized it. And I think a few people like looked at the RACs like these noisy RACs are just like harassing everyone all the time, and it's like, well, like we haven't changed anything, but like 9 months later, now like people realize that it's just all for exposure and for fun, and like Don does, it's like entertainment, enjoy yourself, bring exposure to like ecosystem and communities, and here we are now. We've got like little squids minting on the Stargaze, and we'll be minting soon too. Yes, what do you want?
Do you want to know something, dude? No, do you want to know something, brother? Right? If it wasn't for the secrecy like aspect, I bet you any money Raccoons would have probably like just minted on Stargaze. I don't know if more like would want to speak to that or not. And I know we're running over here quite a bit, guys. Finn will be in the DMs in a minute. But if it hadn't been for the secrecy aspect and the gambling platform, Stargaze would have probably been our home. And I bet the volume would have been insane as well.
Yeah, Stargaze was one of the places we wanted to launch at first. But the only thing that made us go on secret was secrecy, and also we wanted to make the interface. But Stargaze was, it was equal with secret when we made the choice, actually.
Yeah, I mean, also to be fair, back then, I think when you guys launched, we didn't have, like, the marketplace wasn't as developed, Launchpad wasn't as developed, right? I think Secret had a lot more features at that point, at that point in time. So I don't know, things are a little different now, but hey guys, I got to go to another meeting now, but really appreciate what you guys are doing. Kind of love the community vibe and everything that you guys are doing. So thanks for having me on. I'll try to drop by to another one of these in the future.
Oh, Shane, you're blessed. Honestly, we're blessed, mate. You're welcome back anytime. And something, we do ask some, not awkward questions, but we do just ask the questions that the community in general are asking you. And mate, you've stood up tonight. I tell you what, you're mustard. That's my opinion anyway. I don't know what Rarma would say, but yeah, thank you from me, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Talk to you all later.
Appreciate it so much, man.
Right.
It's good to have
Take
you.
care.
Talk soon.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye. Wow, we're blessed, guys, aren't we? We've got a right extended edition tonight.
We're not letting Joe to speak. Like, Joe is keep waving here.
No, that's intended. That's intentional. Until he realizes that he's a full-grown man who runs his own content show and he can speak whenever he likes.
Hey, Rarma. Hey, Rarma. Do you want a sandwich?
Wait, I just want to. Bbandz, could you just
Oh, I should drop down to listen.
She's speaking for me.
No, but you
really have
down
to chill, miladies. You fucking dirty ass one. Did you really
have
to chill, miladies?
Have you guys seen the androids that just minted out in a
I wanted
couple of hours?
to speak. What the fuck is androids? Because these artists, they're so fucking cool. They're just so fucking cool.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear all that.
So
Bbandz, can you just say Rarma?
So Robo, what's
you get none of that. None of that for you. Been a bad boy.
Oh my god, Bbandz is so angry. What the hell?
I was chilling with Rarma, and I sent the android to Rarma.
I was already
minting. And then
Yeah, I
Rarma
already- I
sent me
already
your
meant it.
tweet that 7 hours before you tweeted that you.
I already meant it.
Robo front running Don.
But yeah, like I ended up, of course, with over 10% of the supply this time. I have so many NFTs. Like now, I'm becoming like NFT whale within the cosmos, right? I'm the largest holder of squids, probably. This Androids, it's small collection. It will be like hard to adapt them, but it like I like, as I said, like when I open info.stargaze, and then on whole page you have AI art, and there is this one art standing out, and you click on the launch button, it's like, I don't know, like $2 or something like this. I just mint it right away. Because like it's just this secrecy. You don't even know who dropping this, right? Like we don't know who made these little angels. We don't know who made these androids. And essentially, once you have like 20 collections like this, the small ones, like you can merge it into one community at some point. Like,
yeah,
more likely it will be useless. Maybe we forget in 3 days, but maybe not. Like it's simply like you can take over NFTs, right? So
Robo. Did you hear that he's got a CryptoPunk, dude? That's fucking like boss status right there.
Who said that, dude? Chin.
Yeah, that's like over 100K. CryptoPunk. Like it's and he said he has few apes. Like
that's the first time. That's the first time I've spoken to him. That's the first time I've spoken. I mean, I have heard him obviously before, but it's listening to someone and actually interacting with them. On a level like it's never the same. Hey, he's a really nice guy, like, isn't he? Proper sound, really fucking cushy to talk to.
Yeah, I told you before that, like, as I said, like my interaction with him is like also different than, like, for example, my interaction with you guys or Jay, because like Shane is like a little like he has this more like a corporate vibe, maybe, right? Like as the founder vibe, like it's you can probably feel it. But I kind of like that he leads it, right? And he makes sure, hey, I lead the Stargaze for now. I'm trying to build that and whatever. And for a year, you didn't have drama on Stargaze or like kind of weird behavior.
Don, he's gone. You don't have to keep talking like this. He's not here anymore.
It's still recorded. We need to end this so Finn can stop the recording. Fire up the after hours, and then Don can tell us.
I'm sure Shane's going to listen to this.
He doesn't even know what is dropping on Stargaze. Like he's
Don's trying to get a raise.
No, like I think I'm like really blessed, and I'm really like okay, like this. The thing that I like, the fact I'm getting paid from Stargaze, it's like saving me fully. Like,
Did you notice? I asked him about you. Did you notice? I asked him about you. Yeah, I was like, okay, tell me about the Don before we brought you up, right?
Yeah.
I only had 4 topics for him, so it was like Prop 94, the recent success of Stargaze throughout the winter, getting us guys through. It was about name services, and it was about you. They were the only 4 things I wanted to talk about tonight. I had to bring you in. I had to make you wait, before I could bring you in. You know.
That's cool. Like, honestly, I think I should make more content to Stargaze because it's kind of like someone who gives you support, you should pay it back in like what you do, right? So
no, I wouldn't say that. Your content's balanced, and I think he appreciates that. I think, I wouldn't think. I wouldn't worry about that. You make enough about Stargaze, dude. I mean, the vast majority of you're an NFT Dejan, and the vast majority of NFT stuff is happening on Stargaze, so it would only be right that you would cover them, Shrute's come up. I invited him at the end of Shane talking with Shrute launching that collection. I was like, does he want to get a question in here, he's come up though. Shrute, you're a bit late at the party, dude.
Yeah, I'm about gone. Even Shrute doesn't listen to that.
What?
Are you there, Shrute?
Yeah. Dude, imagine if he brought his punk over to Stargaze and fractionalized it. How much eyeballs that would bring over to Stargaze.
Yeah, that would be. I'm gonna speak that like about that. That's not, or even like apes. But
Hey man,
apes
just
are now
just
free.
bring your $100,000 plus NFT over to your own chain.
Wait a minute. Don was against fractionalizing NFTs like 5 minutes ago, and now he's like,
like you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because we was talking about fractionalizing like $20 NFT into $1, and let's.
You know what I didn't get to ask him? I didn't get to ask him when is Stargaze going to launch NFT collateral and loans, etc. Because I think that's like
about that at the same time.
And pooling.
Yes. I was thinking about that at the same time. NFTs.
I'd say they've probably got it in the roadmap, right? Like he's obviously connected in the ecosystem. They're doing it currently. It's probably like Q2, Q3, or something like that. But it'll be good to get from the horse's mouth that it's coming, because that's cool shit, right? Like no one else in the ecosystem's thinking or looking at doing it. So, but hey, maybe next time we'll get him in here again.
Yeah, well, you can imagine putting your bad kids up, can't you? And borrowing collateral, then going doing some decent plays across Umi and Stride, and keep repeating the process until you know what I mean? Amir, hand up pleb. Hello, son. Hand up pleb, gonna ghost us again, is he? He does this on purpose.
I'm gonna ghost because it's fucking 2:30 on a.
I'm leaving
not on purpose at all. It was a very good intervention of Mr. Shane, and I'm glad that he will be doing all these promises and doing all these things to satisfy his community. That's great.
Yeah, guys, I get what Rarma's saying. He's a bit fucking wrecked, right? I'll spin one up myself on my normal account, and after hours, like just a short one though. Let your man get to bed because he can log off and blah blah blah. Oh, he's gone. Rarma, just look at that. Rarma just dropped like that. Oh, Bbandz. Bbandz, are you off to bed yourself? Are you? I know Mr. Raccoon's busy.
No. I wanna do some more shilling of squids. I also want to shill my ladies. What else can we shill, Don?
There's plenty, but no, I'm going to end this one and spin up a proper one.
Sorry.
In mine, where we can all talk unrecorded. Hey, Mol, thank you very much for coming on, though, dude. Highly appreciated always, Mol. Yeah, that was great.
Thanks for inviting me, man. It's that was a very good space, man. It's
wasn't it?
A lot of info, very good.
Yeah, and I even got him talking about the name services. I thought that was class. That really open and honest, about osmosis and ICNS and stuff like that. It was fantastic, I thought. Very good interview tonight. And we're just going to keep trying to get better, guys, Hopefully we can just keep trying to get, good, open and honest talking guests where we can just sit back and chill, where they can speak their mind. That's all it is at the end of the day, isn't it? It's about trying to get people to speak their mind, yeah? So, guys, I mean, if any of you knew, if you want to pop over for the after show, most of you have been here before. But if you want to come for the after show, my Addy is Robo Verse Web3. So capital R O B O capital V E R S E Robo Verse capital W W E B Web3. 3 the number, right? If anyone's been over there before, you can pop over and have a listen anyway. Let's finish it up then, guys, because I've set the spinning and delete the first hour because we only talked about cats and shit. Don, are you busy? Are you leaving us, or are you coming to finish off the conversation a little bit?
I might pop for 10 minutes.
Okay, fine. No problem. Okay, I'll see you guys soon, right? Cheers, Bbandz. Cheers to the co-hosts and the speakers. I know Rarma's gone. Thank you to Mol, Berserker, everybody else. I appreciate you and love you, right? Take care, guys. Good night.
Rolling down the street in my 6'4". I never had a 6'4". A kid can wish though. I snapped the wishbone and grabbed a fistful. Chilling with the dopey, this a weed is all I wish for. I'm feeling blissful. I got a missus. My ginger always down to ride no matter what the mission. I'm singing this song. Got a couple albums out. We do alright, but it ain't really shit to write home about. Like to feed the fishbowl. Keep my stories mystical. I like my beats boom bap and rap to be lyrical. I'm feeling cynical. Craving a little ritual. Save my place in line while I try to find a miracle. survival. I keep looking, but never find nothing. We've been lied to, thinking this surprise under super secret lies. Motherfuckers sneak inside, going dark. Now believe me when I say this shit is do or die. Going dark, now believe me when I say this shit is do or die. Going dark, now believe me when I say this shit is do or die. Through the trenches, trying to stay offensive. Trespassing here like this land looks expensive. Ain't no time like the present. Trying to stake a claim, just make sure your claim stays away from all these other claims. We're almost kinda running out of land here. Living in the day of the dead and it's damn weird. Same teams, y'all, we just trying to get a bite to eat. A little rest saved up, waiting for my time to sleep. Head down, middle fingers up, yo, I'm wide awake. Never hesitate to stay about 100 miles away. 7 time and space, while the wrecking ball the place. I expect you all to play, running marathons today. When the sick get sicker and the rich get richer, it might be about time to rearrange our dinner. Fix the system, the shit, it's all nixed. Waking up early, gonna suck today's. Time to suck today's dick, that's what I'm talking about. Going dark now, believe me when I say the shit is do or die. Suck today's dick, that's what I'm talking about. Going dark now, believe me when I say the shit is do or die.
Clark's a great guy, man. He's totally gonna take care of Angela, man. He's great. He's a wonderful lab partner, so it's gonna be cool. He'll keep an eye on her.
Why don't you go fuck yourself, you weird little prick?
I'm a teacher, okay? You can't talk to me like that, guy.
I'm not a student, so I can say whatever the fuck I want.
TerraSpaces.